Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to unpack a really big one. We're looking at a stack of sources, all focused on the astrological predictions for 2026.
We are. And the central theme, the thing that comes up again and again, is this massive excess of the fire element.
Right. And our mission today is to figure out what that actually means. What does this predicted global turbulence look like on the ground?
Well, the core premise is that 2026 is the year as the fire horse, which is already intense.
Yeah.
But it's more than that. The sources say the fire is coming from four directions at once.
Four directions.
Yeah. You've got the earthly branch, which is the horse, and the heavenly stem, which is yang fire. So that's a double dose right there.
Okay.
But then you add in that we're entering period 9, which is also linked to fire, and a very specific astrological chart on top of that. It's an energetic critical mass.
A perfect storm of fire, basically.
Yeah.
So let's unpack that. How is all this energy expected to hit global stability? Let's start with geopolitics.
The sources are pretty direct. They're predicting a huge redefinition of alliances, of borders. Partnerships we've taken for granted for decades could, just flip a complete 180.
Wow. And what's the trigger for that?
It seems to be about a loss of credibility. The predictions point to hidden truths about relationships between countries finally coming out into the open.
And that would obviously destabilize leaders, institutions, everything.
Exactly. And historically, these fire horse years are always linked with revolts, with social movements, people demanding their rights. The prediction is for more of the same.
But there's a warning in there too, right? About the kind of leaders who might rise up during that chaos.
A big one. The sources use the word perverse. They warn that some new leaders might use the confusion, the illusions, to seize power. They prey on that instability.
So that chaos connects directly to the economy, I'm guessing.
Oh, absolutely. The sources anticipate a very specific kind of financial crisis. One that doesn't just hit the big banks, but really hammers small and medium-sized businesses, the little guys.
And there's even a specific date to watch out for.
There is, yeah. After August 5th, that's when things could really intensify.
And governments will try to fix it, I assume, with the usual tools, taxes, rate hikes.
They'll try. But the sources predict a sharp boomerang effect. The idea is that those fixes won't just fail to work, they'll actually make the economic situation much worse.
Which means the uncertainty just keeps building for the average person.
Right. And that leads to radical shifts in behavior. The predictions mentioned people will start to hoard money. We might see a huge wave of people making drastic career changes or just looking for totally different ways to get by.
So the whole year isn't just one long slide into chaos.
No, and this is where it gets really fascinating. The first half of the year is marked by all that tension, what the sources call anomic events, fires, explosions, natural disasters, total disruption.
Light.
There is. The sources pinpoint July 6th, 2026.
Wait, a specific date, not just like midsummer.
An exact date, July 6th. That's flagged as the moment the energetic polarity changes. The fire element is expected to shift from being destructive to being constructive.
Constructive how?
It becomes a kind of spiritual purification. The energy starts forcing humanity towards a new future, one built on more conscious foundations. They use this fantastic analogy,
Let me guess, something with fire.
a controlled burn. The idea is that all the initial chaos is necessary. It's clearing out all the dry waste.
The corrupt old systems.
Exactly. So that new seeds can actually sprout in a regenerated soil. It's destruction to make way for creation.
And this plays out differently in different places, doesn't it?
It does. The contrast is sharp. A place like France might face a period of psychic tension and decline. But then you have regions like Australia, Malaysia, and parts of North Africa like Morocco and Egypt that could actually see an economic boom.
So if we pull this all together, the message seems to be that a massive necessary global restructuring is coming, driven by this incredibly intense energy. It's chaotic, but the goal is purification.
Purification is the end game, yes. And that really brings up a provocative thought for everyone listening. If this global controlled burn is designed to clear out old corrupt systems to make way for conscious evolution.
Then what do you need to let go of?
Precisely. What is the specific old corrupt system in your own life, a habit, a belief, a situation that you should be preparing to let go of now to make room for that new growth? It's about thinking how to make that transition from chaos to purification a productive one for you.